Have you ever imagined soaring through the sky in a sleek, silent, electric air taxi? If you watch The Jetsons, an old TV show, I've been watching them on YouTube, and they had it figured out way back then, right? Well, that vision may soon become a reality. Electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles, or eVTOLs, are set to revolutionize urban mobility. Picture this. You could be zipping from downtown Manhattan to Newark Liberty International Airport in no time, bypassing the city's notorious traffic. Major airlines like United and American are throwing their weight behind this innovation, with United Airlines even ordering up to 200 eVTOLs. This push for electric air taxis is part of a broader move towards greener travel options, aligning with the International Civil Aviation Organization's mandate for net zero carbon emissions by 2050. The future of travel is looking up, quite literally. Right. So what exactly is an electric air taxi, and when can we expect to see them in our skies? Electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles, or eVTOLs, are at the forefront of this aviation revolution. These are aircraft designed to take off and land vertically, much like a helicopter, but with significant differences. While helicopters rely on a single, large rotor to generate lift, eVTOLs use multiple smaller rotors. This design mitigates the risk of a single point of failure and also contributes to a quieter operation, a key advantage in urban environments. The technology behind eVTOLs is a blend of aviation and electric vehicle innovations. They utilize electric propulsion to drive their multiple rotors, enabling them to ascend and descend vertically. Once airborne, some of these rotors can tilt, or the aircraft can use separate propellers to transition to forward flight, much like a conventional airplane. This clever design allows eVTOLs to operate from small landing pads in urban environments, bypassing congested city streets and reducing travel time significantly. In terms of capacity, eVTOLs are currently designed to carry up to 4 passengers and a pilot. Companies like Joby Aviation and Archer Aviation are leading the way with such designs. But it's not just about personnel, it's about distance and speed too. With a range of up to 100 miles and top speeds of 200 miles per hour, eVTOLs are perfectly suited for short-distance city flying, but it's not just about getting from point A to B. Safety, efficiency, and reduced noise emissions are key focuses in eVTOL design. Multiple redundancies in propulsion systems and rigorous testing protocols are in place to ensure safety. Their electric propulsion systems mean zero direct carbon emissions, contributing to cleaner cities. Moreover, the distributed propulsion layout results in a significant reduction in noise compared to traditional helicopters, making them a friendlier option for city dwellers. Now that we know what eVTOLs are, let's delve into their journey to our skies. The road to commercial eVTOLs has been paved with innovation, partnerships, and stringent testing. This journey began with the conception of the idea, a spark ignited by the potential of electric power and vertical takeoff and landing capabilities. As the concept took flight, regulatory bodies like the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, played a crucial role in shaping the development of these electric air taxis. The FAA's influence extended way beyond just establishing safety standards. It also impacted certification criteria for eVTOLs. As a result, the development timeline for these vehicles has often been subject to regulatory changes. Despite this, companies like Archer Aviation and Joby Aviation didn't let the uncertainty slow them down. Instead, they pushed forward with their eVTOL designs, ensuring safety, efficiency, and reduced noise emissions were at the heart of their operations. A pivotal point in the timeline of eVTOLs was when Joby Aviation delivered the first electric air taxi to the U.S. Air Force. This marked a significant milestone in the industry and was part of a substantial Department of Defense contract. It wasn't just the delivery that was noteworthy, but the partnerships that made it possible. Organizations like NASA and Toyota were instrumental in the development of Joby's eVTOL, further highlighting the importance of collaboration in this field. As the timeline progressed, these partnerships continued to yield valuable insights. With NASA's involvement, the focus shifted towards integrating air taxis into the National Airspace System. Meanwhile, the U.S. Air Force provided a platform for testing and training, ensuring that these eVTOLs were ready for commercial use. While the progress is impressive, it's important to understand the challenges that still lie ahead. The path to commercial eVTOLs is not without its hurdles, and the industry will need to continue its innovative drive to overcome them. However, with every milestone reached, the vision of electric air taxis becoming a part of our everyday lives gets a little bit clearer. Like any groundbreaking technology, eVTOLs face their fair share of hurdles. A brave new world of electric air taxis is on the horizon, but it's not without its challenges. The eVTOL industry faces two significant obstacles: infrastructure needs and regulatory standards. Let's start with infrastructure. To operate on a large scale, eVTOLs require a network of vertiports. These are essentially mini airports, equipped for takeoff, landing, and recharging. Existing airports could be adapted, but building new ones in urban centers presents a whole different ballgame. It's a complex task that involves land acquisition, construction, and integration into existing transportation systems. Now, onto regulatory standards. To ensure safety and efficiency, eVTOLs need to be regulated. But the current aviation regulations aren't fully equipped to handle this new breed of aircraft. Regulatory bodies like the FAA are grappling with how to certify these vehicles and integrate them into the national airspace system. But don't fret. The industry is full steam ahead in tackling these challenges. For infrastructure, some eVTOL companies are partnering with real estate developers to secure prime locations for vertiports. They're also exploring renewable energy options for recharging to align with their commitment to sustainability. On the regulatory front, companies like Joby Aviation are working closely with the FAA and NASA to gather valuable insights for commercial passenger service. These collaborations aim to establish a new regulatory framework that ensures safety without stifling innovation. And let's not forget the power of collaboration. The eVTOL industry is seeing alliances between aviation companies, airlines, and even automakers. Partnerships like these are pooling resources and expertise to accelerate development and overcome hurdles. With these challenges being addressed, the future of eVTOLs looks promising. So, when can we expect to hail an air taxi instead of an Uber? You might be wondering. The answer is sooner than you might think. As we speak, companies like Archer Aviation and Joby Aviation are gearing up to roll out commercial electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles, or eVTOLs, as early as 2025. Archer Aviation is taking a bold step into the future with its midnight air taxi. This four-seater eVTOL is optimized for short-distance city flying with a focus on safety, efficiency, and reduced noise emissions. United Airlines has already ordered up to 200 of these eVTOLs for intra-city passenger flights. Imagine hopping on one of these to travel from downtown Manhattan to Newark Liberty International Airport, or from Chicago's city center to O'Hare International Airport. The possibilities are indeed exciting. On the other hand, Joby Aviation has delivered the first electric air taxi to the U.S. Air Force, marking a significant milestone in the eVTOL industry. This aircraft will undergo testing at Edwards Air Force Base, with joint flight tests and training for pilots and maintenance crews. Joby's eVTOL can carry up to 4 passengers and 1 pilot with a range of 100 miles and top speeds of 200 miles per hour. Their collaboration with the USAF and NASA aims to gather valuable insights for commercial passenger service. These advancements signal a new era of urban mobility, where air taxis could become as common as the Ubers and Lyfts of today. However, it's not just about the novelty of flying cars. eVTOLs could potentially reshape urban landscapes, reduce traffic congestion, and contribute to a more sustainable future by reducing carbon emissions. With eVTOLs soon to hit the skies, the future of urban mobility is quite literally looking up. The sky isn't just the limit anymore, it's the new frontier. The era of electric air taxis is closer than we think. Emerging from the realm of science fiction, electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles, or eVTOLs, are set to revolutionize the way we travel. These quiet, efficient machines promise to turn congested city commutes into breezy short flights, and they might be doing so sooner than we think, with significant advancements expected by 2025. In this journey, we've traced the development of eVTOLs, from initial concept to the imminent reality of commercial use. We've explored the challenges faced by this burgeoning industry, from regulatory hurdles to infrastructure needs, and seen how companies like Archer Aviation and Joby Aviation are tackling these head-on. But the story doesn't end here. The future of eVTOLs is bright, with partnerships between manufacturers and airlines, and ambitious plans for air taxi services akin to Uber. The goal of net zero carbon emissions by 2050 only adds to the momentum, making eVTOLs not just a convenience, but a necessity for sustainable urban mobility. So next time you imagine flying in an electric air taxi, remember it's not a distant dream but a fast approaching reality.